What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksGamers.com, and the Olympics were an absolute disaster this year for so many reasons, but one of the people who was not present at this year's Olympics was Sha'carri Richardson, and everyone made a huge deal about it. If you remember, Sha'carri Richardson became a media darling after getting suspended and not allowed to participate in the Olympics because at the Olympic trials, she failed her drug test. It turned out that she was smoking weed when she wasn't supposed to be. She was smoking weed very, very close to the competition, and then she came up with a bunch of different reasons as to why she did that. She made a media appearance, and she was literally, like I said, a media darling. She was celebrated, and people came out, let Sha'carri run. It's just not right. Well, Sha'carri Richardson is finally back to running, but I don't think it went the way a lot of people thought it would. You can see the headline from TMZ. And shout out Black and White Sports and my man John Matrix. I saw this video on their channel first, so make sure to subscribe to those guys. Sha'carri Richardson comes in last place against Jamaicans. Fiery post-race interview. And not only did she lose to the Jamaicans, who finished first, second, and third in the Olympics, she finished last with a bunch of other people who she had beat previously. This was not the return that I think Sha'carri Richardson wanted, but what did she do? She just talked a bunch of shit in a post-game interview. This is the person the media wanted to put up as, look, she's such a darling, she's such an angel, forgive her, let her run. And then when you listen to the way she acts and the way she behaves, I don't think a lot of people are going to have that same sympathy for her. This is someone who got a bunch of attention for some sort of perceived victimhood after she's the one that violated the rules. Yet again, it's just another one of these cases where someone like a Colin Kaepernick gets so much attention for being a victim that it's better for him to be a victim than it is for him to actually be on the field. Maybe Sha'carri Richardson might have something like that going on in her future. Sha'carri Richardson's return to the racetrack wasn't as glorious as she hoped. She came in last place against some of the same women she beat a couple months ago. The U.S. sprinter, who was disqualified from competing at this summer's Tokyo Olympics, took her mark Saturday for the Prefontaine Classic at the University of Oregon, where she was set to race in the women's 100-meter dash against 8 others, including 3 of the Jamaican Olympians who took gold, silver, and bronze. Sports Center, very unceremoniously. In her return, Sha'carri Richardson ran an 11.14 at the Nike Prefontaine Classic, finishing 9th. And you can see her right here, right there, very much behind the pack. I don't know if she would have cut it at the Olympics. I'm just saying. I think a lot of people were making a big deal out of this. When the gun went off, everyone was hurtling down the track, but it quickly became clear Sha'carri was falling behind. Not just the Jamaicans, but everyone else too. She ended up coming in 9th place. And I think we can watch it here. Let's see the race unfold in front of our eyes. Only takes 11 seconds, right? There's Sha'carri with the blonde hair there. Does not look like she's been training very hard in her absence. You know, in what you think will be a time where she was so super motivated to come out there and show everybody what happened to her was a travesty. She could have done some of this at this Olympics if she had been allowed the opportunity. She comes up short like this and fails in an embarrassing manner. And then what does she do in the post-game interview or the post-race interview? I'll let you listen for yourself.
Coming out today, it was a great return back to the sport. I wanted to be able to come and perform.
Again, this is from NBC Sports, who likes to claim us on these videos, so we're going to pause in between. Make sure we provide plenty of commentary, NBC Sports.
Having a month off, dealing with all I was dealing with. I'm not upset at myself at all.
Dealing with all I was dealing with. Again, I'm a victim because I broke the rules, and I knew I broke the rules, but I'm the victim here.
This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want, because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the 6th fastest woman in this game ever, and can't nobody ever take that from me.
There you go, the person who just finished dead last, talking a bunch of shit in her post-race interview. This is the media darling that everybody wanted to, oh, she's such a sweetheart, she's such a victim, let her race. Well, she finally got her opportunity. After all this, she could have shut a lot of people up. She could have really come out there and sent a message. Well, the message she sent was that she didn't take this shit seriously. Maybe that's why she was smoking weed a few nights before she went out there to try to qualify for the Olympics. Again, this, regardless of what you think should or should not be allowed, and I think a lot of people think you should probably be allowed to smoke weed if you want and still compete. That wasn't allowed, and she knew that. But she did it anyway. She had to face the consequences. She played victim. Everybody else let her play the victim. Now she comes out after the Olympics and finishes dead last. Embarrassing for Sha'carri Richardson. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.